I welcome you all for the demo lecture of computer graphics. Today we are going to discuss the concept of line clipping in subject called computer graphics. What is basically line clipping? Line clipping is nothing but selecting visible portion of the line by rejecting the outside portion or invisible portion with respect to clipping window. So this small rectangle I have drawn is nothing but clipping window. What is this clipping window? Clipping window is basically a window or the shape against which line will be clipped, or against which the portion of the line will be selected. So the portion which appears inside the line can be selected, and the portion which appears outside the line will be rejected. So in computer graphics, for line clipping algorithm, we have two basic line clipping algorithm. The first algorithm is Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm, and second algorithm is midpoint subdivision line clipping algorithm. Both the algorithm make use of very fundamental concept called region code, and the region code is today's special topic for which I am conducting this lecture. What do you mean by region code? Region code is a code, basically it is a 4-bit code. So region code is a code which identify the position of endpoints of the line, endpoints of a line with respect to clipping window. Now just now before some time I have discussed what is clipping window. So if you consider this blue color rectangle as screen, and this red color portion is clipping window. So the clipping window is nothing but a portion which divide screen into 9 parts. Out of this 9 part, very first and the important part is a portion called clipping window itself, and the remaining 8 we can name them as, by comparing all the position with respect to clipping window, this is nothing but top, this is right, left, bottom, and this is because left as well as top, this is top as well as right hand side, this is bottom as well as left, and this is bottom as well as this is bottom as well as left, this is bottom as well as right. Okay, so this is the concept of region code. So we can identify at the end of, by applying region code, we can identify the position of endpoint of the line with respect to clipping window. So today we are going to discuss how the region code will be assigned to any endpoint of a line. Okay, so again I am drawing clipping window with red color, and you divide the portion into 9 equal part as stated above. Okay, left side, right side, top, bottom, left top, left bottom, right top, right bottom, and clipping window itself. So 9 region we have to identify and draw a line. For example, take first example as This line I have drawn with the blue color. I mark them with the name P1 and the P2. Now, how you can assign the region code to the endpoint of the line? So region code can be assigned by concept using TBRL. So what do you mean by TBRL? T stand for top, B stand for bottom, R stand for right, L stand for left. So L indicate LSB, least significant bit, and T indicates MSB, most significant bit. So let's discuss how to assign the region code for P1. If you observe this P1, let me mark the direction of endpoint with respect to clipping window. This is top, this is bottom, right, left, this is top left, top right, this is bottom right, and this is bottom left. So if you observe carefully, P1 appears at the right hand side of the clipping window. So make R bit set to 1 and rest of the bit you can set to 0. Hence the region code for P1 is 0010. Again, what is the region code for P2? If you observe the P2 carefully, it appears at the top side of the clipping window. So make the T bit 1 and the rest of the bit you can mark it to 0. So the region code for P2 is nothing but 10000. If you compare or if you know this region code, by looking at the region code, you can identify that P2 appears at the top side of the clipping window, where P1 appears at right side of the clipping window. Okay, now let's take another example. I'm drawing a line with the red color and I'm giving the name P3 and P4. Now check it out how to assign the region code for P3 and P4, because this is something new case. It has two directions. So if you observe P3 carefully, this appeared at the top right side of the clipping window, So make T bit and R bit set to 1 and rest of the bits you can set to 0. So the region code for P3 is 1010, and at the end you can assign the P4 region code for P4 by observing the position of P4 is basically bottom left. So assign B bit and L bit set to 1 and the remaining bit set to 0. Okay, so the region code for this is 0101. If you observe carefully P4, TBRL, you can come across the situation or you can come across the conclusion that TBRL, it appears at bottom left part of the screen, and you can observe P4 is appear at the bottom left side of the screen. As already I mentioned that you can, by looking at the region code, you can identify the position of the endpoints. Now, why we are doing all this thing? Main concluding remark for this concept is why we are going to assign this region code. By performing ending operation or the logical ending operation with the region code of both the endpoint of the line, you can conclude that line is categorized into either of the following category. Okay, so categorize आप कर सकते हो using this region code. So what are the category of the line which you can categorize by applying this region code? First, completely visible. Second, completely invisible. And last is partially visible. Okay, one last question that come in our mind: what happen in case of if the any region code any endpoint appear within the clipping window? So if the region if any endpoint appears in region code in clipping window itself, you can assign 000 to that particular endpoint. So you can categorize by applying region code for endpoint, that whether line is completely visible or it is completely invisible or it is partially visible. If the line is completely visible, we have to select for the rasterization. If the line is completely invisible, we have to discard this line. And if the line is partially visible, we have to perform the clipping operation with this line. And this category is very important. So this we can conclude or categorize with the help of concept region code, which we have covered in today's session. Thanks for watching.